What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson. Happy Monday. This will make some people happy. It didn't make me happy, but we're going to talk about Velocity PM. Let's start from the beginning so everybody's on the same page with what happened here. This is a tough video to make, but I got to make it because that's what happened. And that's what I do here. Whether good, bad, or ugly, we have to show you guys the results. So we've been talking about Velocity PM. I've been telling you guys, for those that may be new, in the front yard, we've had a couple, as soon as we fertilized, actually, like we saw some spots of Poa trivialis rear its head, also on the side over here. And back last fall, I had some changes, we'll say life changes for money financially for our family. And I was able to purchase Velocity PM. Never thought I would own it. Don't really need it. I don't have a POA outbreak in my lawn. I do have Poa trivialis every now and then, but I purchased it so we could try it on YouTube and people, you know, and we could see what it's like and show you, is it worth your time? Because if you're really dealing with a bad POA problem, maybe it's worth the investment to you. I don't know, but to show you, this is what it is. So that was the idea. So we've been talking about it recently. I've read up on the label, and I talked about AI. And I went to AI and said, all right, it's getting warm. I remember reading something about, my mind has been on everything else but lawn care over the winter. There was really not a lot to do. I'm trying to get back into lawn care mode, right? And so went to Grok 3 on X and said, all right, had this long conversation. We made a video about it, about Velocity PM. You know, when's the best to use? It gave me all this information. You know, you want to use it between 70 and 90 degrees. You don't want to do it under because of this. You don't want to do it over. You can damage it like this. These are the times in your area when it would be best to apply, and all this stuff. Then we got into application rate, and it said, yeah, the base rate, application rate is 0.5 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So you want to apply 1.15 to your, how big of an area are you covering? 2,300 square foot is what my front yard. And it's like, yeah, you want to do 1.15 ounces for your front lawn, and make sure you do it in these time frames. And I mean, it was cool. Thanks. You know, great deal, right? So we made a video about that, talking about how advanced AI is. And that was the problem. Because AI is not that advanced. Anyways, I made the video Friday. Friday, I came out here, right here beside me, brought up my backpack sprayer, got the Velocity PM, Eye Pro, Glasses Pro, all that. Let's go, man. I was just so confident in the amounts that I failed to look over and double check and triple check and quadruple check the application rate before I sprayed it on my now beautiful front lawn. Right now, that Stay Green fertilizer we put down a couple weeks ago is absolutely stunning. You can see behind me, it just looks, I mean, this time it's cloudy this morning, about 60, 55 degrees, little chilly, but man, look at that. Absolutely beautiful looking turf that needs to be mowed. It's actually a little long, probably about 3 and you know, almost 4 inches tall, maybe over 3.5, but it's looking awesome. But I failed to, when I came out here Friday, I mixed it, I sprayed it. It was very windy. I had to stop. The spray was blowing around everywhere. I didn't finish all of it on there. I sprayed just a hair on the side by my water hose, because there's some Poa triv there, and then I finished the rest off in the woods because I know that it can control other weeds. And so I finished it. So not every single drop of the tank mix went in the front lawn, but the majority did. But I'm here to say, guys, I totally screwed up. I failed to go and calculate. So the new farm label states 0.38 fluid ounces to 2.2 fluid ounces per acre. You have to convert that, and when you convert that, it comes out to 0.05 fluid ounces per 1,000 square feet. So if you're following along here, that's basically somewhere just above 0.1, I don't know, 0.13 is what we should have used. We went 1.1. We went, you know, way too high. So I don't know what's going to happen. So it totally screwed up. It's got way too occupied with grass, or excuse me, I've been way too occupied with work, with my daughter, with just life things. The YouTube hangout, we've had calls and doing that, mainly golf. I've been tied up in golf, going out to the golf course, making videos part-time, just halfway doing things. And when you halfway and you take shortcuts, and I leaned upon AI, and I did not take the time just to sit down for 10 minutes and check my rates before spraying, and I've totally messed up. The only saving grace I may have is that it's been a little over 24 hours. It's been about almost 36 hours. That I've sprayed it. So I'm going to try to mow. I don't know if that's going to help. You're not supposed to mow 2 days before, 2 days after, but I'm going to mow. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but I may do a quick mow to see if it helps at all. I doubt it. I don't think it is. Right now, there's no visual change to the front lawn, and maybe in this video, I've shown some of the mixing and stuff that I was doing, but there's no point in releasing that video because I don't want anybody else to make the mistake I made. If they follow along on that video, I'm just as guilty of leading someone down the road of killing their lawn if that's what happened to mine. So I have to get on camera and say, hey guys, I screwed up because I took the shortcut. So that it is what it is. It's going to be a very interesting next 2 weeks. So I would so subscribe and don't do what I did. And a lot of people won't because, again, it's such an expensive product to waste it like this and to misuse it like this. Man, it burns me up inside. It takes everything inside of me not to want to come on camera and just, you know, be upset and mad, but it's grass. At the end of the day, man, it's grass. And so this is the first time I've ever made a video before church on Sunday because it just burns me up that I made another critical mistake taking a shortcut when I should have just taken the time to calculate and not trust, you know, AI, not trust that information, Google information. And I think if we're being honest, a lot of DIYers do that. That's why I get on this camera all the time and say, I am not a professional. I've never worked in the lawn care industry. If you can't tell by my videos, my goodness, what else do I need to say? It's things like this that I screw up when people's like, come fix my lawn. I'm like, I'm lucky to have the lawn I got, and I may have torched the front lawn. So I'm just here for your entertainment, and I try to help in things that I have experienced and I do know, but things like this, I said it up front. This makes me nervous. Remember, I said it up front. This makes me nervous messing with this stuff. I always seem to screw it up. I don't get my calculations right. I was trusting and hoping that AI would help me with that, but it led me actually down the wrong road. And even this morning when I got back on Grok, I said, you incorrectly told me that it was 1.15 ounces per for my 2,300 square foot lawn, and it said, and it almost gave me some hope because it said I went to Google and Google gave me the 0.05, which was correct. The AI overview in Google Gemini or whatever gave me the correct answer when I checked it and did the actual math on a converter from the New Farm brochure. That was correct. And so I thought I had some hope in the in Grok 3 when it said but it never came to the answer. It kept saying 0.5 and it kept spitting out the wrong information. It was just wrong. And I said, is this based? Yes, it's based on the label. It was just completely wrong. So I have learned my lesson. You can go to AI, you can ask it, whether it's Google, Grok, Chat GPT, whatever, but nothing replaces, and everybody's been saying this, and I know this, and that's why it makes me mad. Nothing replaces doing it on your own. It's your lawn. I said it in the video. Grok, Elon Musk is not going to now show up to my house and drop $1,000 on me and say, hey man, sorry, my AI chatbot told you the wrong information and you burned your lawn, man, here's $1,000. Nobody's going to do that. It's on me. And that's why I'm having to make this video. So not throwing a pity party. It is what it is, but it's going to be interesting YouTube content for the next 2 weeks. So subscribe and come see how bad it's going to look. We're supposed to be dipping from the 80s to 70s. I think we're going to hit high 60s in the next 7 days. It's not going to be outrageously hot. So that's a good thing. If it was, if we had a 90-degree heat wave coming, that could be terrible. We got rain and storms coming tomorrow. I don't know if that hurts or helps because it could water the product in. So I don't know. I don't know what to do besides just say, hey, Lord. So I'm about to go to church, and that's why I'm so thankful. I don't talk about the Lord enough on this channel. I was talking with Devin, another YouTuber, about that at some point, that I don't give God enough prayer. I'm just going to that's why I enjoy church, guys. I put down golf, I put down lawn care, put down YouTube, put down the family, and I just go and say, Lord, I'm so thankful you're perfect. Like in all of your ways, you're perfect. Like just in everything, God, and you love me. Even when I make mistakes, you still accept me. It's going to be okay. It's grass. And it helps me. It helps me to stay sane. Giving my life and my heart to the Lord Jesus Christ was the best thing I ever did, because I make so many mistakes. We make so many mistakes, and he is so perfect. And at the end of the day, it's just grass. But my goodness, it's so, after all the mistakes and even pointing out Fusilier 2 and all these things, still Mr. Ferguson has screwed it up. So it is what it is, man. At least you can come see the house burn down, right? So anyways, had to make this video. So there's no point in do this video. So we're looking good right now. At least we didn't put it down in the whole entire lawn. But as I see differences, like I'm going to be able to look down this side of my house compared to my front lawn and look down here, and if this is starting to look greener than over here, we're going to see, okay, it's starting to take effect. And so all I can do is pray, and all I can do is say, Lord, I pray that wind didn't necessarily, get it into the turf as much, which is silly, because though it was windy, maybe it did help dilute it a little bit. I don't know. I did use more water than I needed. I used 2.5 gallons. So another mistake made, learned my lesson, and it may be a painful one, but it is what it is. We should have done this in the project lawn first, where nobody really cares. It doesn't matter. We've got Poa annua issues. We got weed issues. This is where we should have tried it. So had to make this video. Don't like making this video, but happy Monday to you. Don't be like this guy. We'll see what happens, so stay tuned. So from Central North Carolina, God bless you. See you next time.